Lyrici biker, as they're known. This one's an Lyrici. I have an Lyrici, I have a Senegal right here. This one's Luna. You can see, she's pretty big. So this is my 55 gallon. This is a 55 gallon tall. I do have a 75 gallon I'm going to put them in. This guy's name is Zeus. Now if you can see it this way, you might be able to see it a little better. Here's Luna. I do have an ornate. He's living in this tree trunk. I don't know if you can see it, but he's in here. He's actually right there. If you look right there, he's inside the tree trunk underneath. I don't know if I can get a better view of him. Yeah, he likes to hide. So I have nothing in this fish tank with these fishes because they can be really aggressive. You throw a fish in there, they will eat it. Anything that it can fit in its mouth, it will eat and destroy. I feed these guys shrimp pellets, bottom feeders. The only thing I do have in this fish tank is Placo, albino Placo. And he's a pretty big size and can't be eaten, so they don't really bother him. But that's about it. Other than this, you got some logs in here. I've got a tree trunk for them to hide in. I got some bubble products in there. Well, this is a 55 gallon, like I said. I'll put them in a 75 gallon soon that I got a little while ago. This guy is actually pretty big. You just can't see it because the angle I'm showing it. But he's longer than my hand. Extremely longer than my hand. And he's in the back, so you can't really see the size of him. But I've got 3 of these guys in this tank. This is, you know, I've got different lights here. It's a little bit blurry, but there we go. I've got lights in the back. This green thing fell. It was up here. It fell off, so I gotta fix that and either glue it or something. But that's Luna. Zeus, and then the ornate is Maximus. Even though he won't come out right now, he's actually one of the cooler looking ones, and he's really fat. And then I got another fish tank over here. This is actually where I actually have fish in the tank. These are sunbursts. Just typical like $2 fish. I do have a biker in here. I don't know where he is, but I've got an albino. Let's see. Oh, he's right there actually. Let's see if I can get a flashlight on him. He's right there. So these guys kind of like to be in the dark. They like to hide. Cool fish. This guy that I just showed you is really small. As you can see how small his head is. He's actually really he's an albino. They're really small, so he can't eat these guys because they're pretty big. But eventually he's gonna go in that tank over there, and these guys will have their own tank. But yeah, these guys like dark lights. I do have a black light over here. That's Zeus. He's got a crazy head. We do have a blue light in here. You can't really see it, but pretty cool fish. Put the light back on. So here's a pretty good size of them. As you can see, they're getting long. So that my fish tank, like I said, is a 55. It's a bull wide, so it's got the curve in the front here, so you don't really get good size from the front. But they're long enough now where they're almost from front to back of my fish tank. Watch, you can see his size. See how long he is. If he puts his tail out this way, it's almost pretty much the whole way. So I'm going to be moving them soon. He's a biker. Bichir, biker, Bichir, they all have different names. I mean, different people. Petco likes to call them dinosaur eels, but they're not eels at all. Pretty cool fish. These are pretty expensive. The bigger they get, the more expensive they are. So I bought these guys when they were babies, and when they were babies, they were probably like this big. As you can see now, they're really a lot bigger when I bought them. This guy is gonna get maybe in my fish tanks 2.5 feet long, and you know, this guy's not even a year old yet, but they'll get really fat in the stomach here, really fat. Yeah, this guy's only a year old. So he's a pretty big guy for a year. I feed them well. Like I said, shrimp pellets is what you need to feed them. Don't put any fish in there with them; they'll kill it instantly. I actually had a really big fish in there, and this guy was living with that fish for a good 4 months, and then he got big enough to eat the fish. I woke up at 1 o'clock in the morning, and this guy was ripping it apart. So from that day forward, I put no more fish in the fish tank. Cool fish to have. Cool looking, exotic. This guy, when I bought him, was $100 when I bought him, $90 with tax, so basically $100. This guy was actually this one, the Senegal, won't get much bigger. This will probably only reach a foot, if that. This one will cost you probably $20 to $30. You can find them at Petco at babies for like $15, but they don't really have fish like this. And my ornate, which is hiding here, I wish he'd come out and say hi. That guy's worth about 100. But the bigger they get, the more money they are. So this guy's probably around 200 now, maybe 150. And Luna's probably, you know, $50 at this point. And the most rare one, and the most exotic looking ones in this fish tank, are the ornate. And he's still a baby. I mean, they'll get really fat, but cool fish. He's in there. I wish he would come out. As you can see, he's got the black and yellow. I don't think he's gonna come out. Yeah, he's in there. Maybe I'll get a video of him when he comes out.